Lisa's preparing to engage in a fantastic exercise that really it gets the core from a few different directions. The core obviously is being engaged by keeping upper and lower body off the ground at times. Just the stabilization effect is a fantastic strengthener for the entire core area. But the lower body is moving in one direction. Upper body is not only moving in a different direction than the lower body, the two different arms are moving in different directions from one another. Ultimately, it's a real superior, fantastic exercise. It's very advanced. Lisa makes it look very easy, but I'll explain the different components. This is an exercise that ultimately you can do all the components simultaneously like she is, and you'll make it just as easy as she is after some practice. But you can practice the three different components independent of one another as you watch her, and ultimately build up to the point where you can do them all together just like she's doing. Now let's watch her do this exercise. Fantastic, Lisa. She just makes it look so easy, but she's really concentrating both muscularly and mentally. It takes focus. Initially, when she got those feet off the ground, it was through leverage. She leaned her body back, and leverage brought the feet off the ground. It wasn't the legs initially, but it's leg strength, upper body strength, and core strength essentially that's keeping everything off the ground with the assistance of leverage. We're using leverage. That's the third component here in addition to the equipment and the core exercise itself. Leverage is really what makes this exercise above and beyond something you're going to see someplace else, because using leverage to further challenge us as if it was another piece of equipment. So as she switches sides, let's analyze the three different movement components of the exercise. First, let's take a look at the lower body, the legs. The leverage is what brought those legs up off the air, but it's the extending and the bending of the knees that's sending the legs out and back in, as leverage keeps them up there and she keeps herself balanced. Let's focus on that left hand. That left hand is pressing on that ball. It's putting a downward pressure on the ball as it slides out and slides in. The elbow is extending and bending. That's putting engaging the entire musculature on that left side of the upper body, and it all culminates right there in the oblique muscle. And on the right arm, there's an extension and then a bending of that elbow, and it's sending that weight out and bringing it back in. And that again is challenging the right side of the body in a different way, and that's getting the middle strip of abs and the lower abs and the obliques. And let's just watch her. She's doing this absolutely perfectly. She's awesome.